quality in the national capital is at an unprecedented low as it breached the 600 mark today due to elevated levels of PM 2.5, stubble burning and vehicular pollution, which has often been blamed for the rising pollution levels in the national capital. But today, many are wondering whether the numbers we are being given are actually real or not. At least that's what the political fight is all about. Over the last few days, the Delhi government has come under fire for the worsening air quality in the national capital. Let me read out some of the data that has come out from just this morning, which has sparked a renewed debate and even a protest that's going to take place at the India Gate. Here are some numbers as have been released by AQI.in, and these are the numbers we're talking about. New Delhi at 601, Noida at 503, Gurugram at 515. Now, these are the numbers that have been put out on the website AQI.in as of 7 a.m. However, Aam Aadmi Party has now gone after the BJP government as they believe that the AQI data is actually being fudged. Here are some of the numbers released by the Central Pollution Control Board from this week. On October 29th, it was 279. On the 30th, 373. 31st, it was 218. November 1st, 303. November 2nd, 366. November 3rd, 309. 291 on the 4th of November. Now, this is the data that has been put out. Aam Aadmi Party is accusing the Delhi government of releasing fudge data and covering up the reality of pollution in the national capital. Let me show you some of the data that has been put out by the Aam Aadmi Party from various other sources. Times Now doesn't vouch for the authenticity of this data, but here's the data that the Aam Aadmi Party is citing. What are they talking about? Let's quickly put up those tweets. In fact, we've seen this is what has been tweeted by Saurabh Bhardwaj, former minister. He says it's 495 and hazardous as of 7 a.m. on the 6th of November. He's also seeing this particular tweet where he says it's 705 live AQI air quality is hazardous. This is, of course, again, a claim that has been made by the Aam Aadmi Party to highlight the pollution in the national capital. However, the BJP says that all steps are being taken to fight the menace of pollution. And it's the previous Aam Aadmi Party government that has complicated the situation for the current dispensation.
मैं अगर 10 सालों के आंकड़े की बात करूं तो कल का दिन भी पिछले 10 सालों के मुकाबले में बहुत साफ दिन रहा। 200 के आसपास AQI रहा, जो अपने आप में एक बड़ा काम है। देखिए, 10 साल जिन्होंने दिल्ली को बर्बाद किया हो, वो कैसे उनको ये हजम हो जाए कि दिल्ली ठीक होने लग पड़ी, उनको कैसे हजम हो जाए कि दिल्ली की सड़कें नहीं बन रही, उनको कैसे हजम हो जाए कि सारा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बन रहा है, उनको कैसे हजम हो जाए कि पोल्यूशन के आंकड़े कम होने शुरू हो गए हैं। देखिए, पोल्यूशन 10 साल का जादू की छड़ी से कम नहीं हो सकता, लेकिन काम करने से कम होना शुरू हुआ है। ये अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी बात है कि हमारी सरकार निरंतर काम कर रही है, दिल्ली के लोग हमारा साथ दे रहे हैं और यही कारण है कि पिछले 10 सालों की तुलना में हर दिन बेहतर होता जा रहा है।
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining us for more on the subject is Bhavreen Kandhari, environmentalist and member of Warrior Moms. With us also is Jayadhar Gupta, environmentalist and member of My Right to Breathe. To my right is Shashank Shekhar Jha, lawyer of the Supreme Court. He's going to be defending the Delhi government. Advocate Anmol Pawar is spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Let me start with you first, Bhavreen. You have decided to hold a protest in the national capital. It's come to this because years of speaking out on this, years of talking about the pollution, about the health impact, it's completely rung on deaf ears when it comes to netas. Whether it's the centre, whether it's the state, whether it's the Aam Aadmi Party, whether it's the BJP, things really haven't changed, have they?
Yes, of course, as you've said, I think I personally have been, fighting for this cause for over maybe 22 years now, 24 years. And so we've seen mostly every government, every party come and go. See, if for a parent, for a mother, it means nothing that who's the political party and why. The results is what is, something to worry about and something that we are all. So that is why it's not about who's, we wrote to the CM, we wanted to meet her, we wanted to, show her the grief of how parents are suffering, how the children are, absolutely in a terrible state, etc. And we're not speaking at this time. We are working throughout the year. So many of us have, given up our careers and our work, and we are working for the cause. And we are just citizens and desperate citizens. So,
okay.
So that is the reason, we...
Shashank Shekhar Jha, answer that question. When the BJP government came in with a promise of protest, of change rather, you protested against the BJP, the AAP government in the past. The BJP has constantly said that this is AAP, so on and so forth. Why have things not changed?
Namaste, Madhavji and my fellow panelists here. Madhavji, I would like to first rectify my point that pollution is not only dangerous but is very injurious to everyone who is breathing this current air in Delhi and otherwise. But who is responsible? The first responsibility is with Delhi government, because Delhi government did not go to Supreme Court and did not ask for a contempt petition against Punjab government. If you see the number of parali or stubble burning in Punjab and you compare it with any other state, you'll see the difference. Just today, Amar Ujala published that 2,500 stubble burning happened in Punjab, 61 in Sangrur alone. So if you compare that with Haryana, it is 85 or something. Uttar Pradesh, which is 5 times of Punjab, has much less number of stubble burning as compared to Punjab. So all the air flowing from Punjab comes to Delhi, and that is why Delhi is choking. This is nothing new. Even Supreme Court has noted that point. But all those people who have in past opposed farm laws are responsible for this, because farm laws also said that those who will be burning stubble will be held responsible, held guilty, and will be punished. But all those people who came on road, protested for an year or two, have said that no, you take back everything, including the
the only cause of pollution, Shashank?
Yes,
what about
the major
pollution? What about the vehicles, the promise to turn electric? What about the dust that emanates? And why has GRAP not been invoked in Delhi? GRAP was invoked at the drop of a hat in previous regimes. Why has that not happened this time?
No, Madhavji, GRAP was invoked even prior to Deepavali and after Deepavali. I have actually seen those declarations from the government declaring GRAP, and it was published in multiple media.
But what's the reality on ground? Is the construction happening? Jaideep, is it happening on ground?
Everything is happening. We have normalized an AQI of 400. It's really sad. A day after GRAP 1 is announced, which is, calling a state of air emergency, the Supreme Court overturns its ruling and allows fireworks in Delhi. I mean, it's been a step back this year. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll speak for myself. I voted for BJP in Delhi in 2025. We wanted change. We've heard you speak so passionately about how horrible a job AAP was doing. And I'm sorry, it's just been more of the same. If not anything, I mean, I don't even think your party has a soul the way you have behaved this time. People are sick, people are suffering, people are dying. Just look at the obituary section in the newspaper and you'll see the state of this city. The whole world is concerned. People have families all over the world. The whole world is concerned. It's a matter of national shame.
It's a matter of national shame, Shashank Shekhar Jha, because, let me complete my question. Smog towers, look at those pictures. You're spraying water around smog towers to try and dress the data. Saurabh Bharadwaj says that he has got, meters which show that the numbers that you're showing is incorrect. On the other hand, you have something like cloud seeding, which scientifically does not work. What is the concrete solution for Delhiites? Delhiites need answers now.
No, definitely. Saurabh Bharadwaj is a hypocrite Aam Aadmi Party leader, and I will not comment on him. I will just like to tell that the pollution in Delhi is not because of Deepavali firecrackers, because it happened throughout this country. Not every state or city is suffering from this type of pollution which Delhi is suffering. So why Delhi is suffering from this type of pollution is because of Punjab's parali burning. No. My only regret is why did Delhi not go to Supreme Court? That is the major factor.
Let me just tell you, the Punjab smoke has reached Delhi, last night for the first time. Yes. At about 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. yesterday is the first time we had northwesterly winds that brought the wind direction changed yesterday at 2 p.m. By 8 p.m., the farm fires, the smoke reached Delhi from Punjab. What about before yesterday 8 p.m.? It's not the farm fires.
And what about before Diwali itself?
What about before Diwali? The government in Delhi actually tried to have that seed cloud, rain, artificial rain. We could not get
because
success
the weather is not permitted. But that is not resolved. That does not absolve the Punjab government either. One second. That does not absolve the Punjab government either. The fact is this, that at the end of the day, Mr. Anmol Pawar, when Mr. Kejriwal was in power and there was a Congress government there, you kept blaming the Punjab government. Yeah. And your party was in power for some point of time in Delhi as well as Punjab. Neither did you act then, nor are you acting now. And this is costing Delhiites their health. Anmol Pawar.
Madhavji, Delhi has turned into a gas chamber. It's a public national health emergency. this is such a serious issue and BJP's fraud have been exposed. You only showed that visuals. Despite that, their spokesperson is missing. Secondly, today, stepping outside feels like inhaling poison. And my friend Shashank Shekhar, he said that...
What was it like the last 6 years?
Let me complete. He said that Parali is the reason. Here's the affidavit which the BJP government filed before the Honorable Supreme Court. And they very categorically said that agriculture burning, Parali burning contributes only 4%. There's another report. One of the ministers of BJP government, they answered in the Parliament House recently, stating that, here's the article. They said that there's reduction of 85% Parali in the last 3 years from 2021. I would like him to read this. Minister of State for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Kirti Vardhan Singh, in a written reply to the Member of Parliament, stated that Punjab records 85% drop in stubble burning. Their fraud. He was calling Saurabh Bhardwaj a hypocrite. The BJP is the biggest hypocrite. They have been ruling since last 10 years. Delhi is the most polluted city in the world. There are 39 most polluted cities out of the 50 which are in India. इनकी सरकार तो और राज्यों में 10 साल से है, 20 साल से है, वहां क्यों पोल्यूशन कम नहीं किया? नोएडा में खड़े हैं आप, यहां का AQI देख लीजिए कितना है. 83 out of the 100 most polluted cities in Asia are in India. Why? क्या हर राज्य में अरविंद केजरीवाल की सरकार है? क्या हर राज्य में किसानों को बदनाम करोगे? क्या हर राज्य में किसानों को दोषी कहोगे? बताएं.
But why have the farm fires not come down in Punjab? Tell me why have farm fires not come down? The 8 pockets where farm fires have existed, the satellite data shows that the farm fires continue over there. Why has that not come down, Amon Pawar?
I have come with facts. Firstly, the BJP government in Delhi, they have been caught fudging and manipulating AQI data yesterday.
I'm asking for Punjab first. Answer for Punjab. I've already put that question of Delhi data. Answer for Punjab government.
Yes. Yesterday, Bhavreen ji was also there near the Anand Vihar AQI station. I watched her. कैसे manipulate कर रहे थे data. Secondly, where are the facts?
I've asked about Delhi. I'm asking you to answer about Punjab. Why has the Punjab government not been able to reduce the number of fires drastically? Whatever you are saying have happened over a period of years. But it is still the highest number of farm fires. Amon Pawar, is it still the highest number of farm fires?
Let me correct you. CPCB, CAQM, IMD, they have very categorically stated that Punjab farm fires have reduced. UP and MP emerged as stubble burning hotspots. Madhya Pradesh records highest incidence of stubble burning. Here's the report of central government agency.
No stunts. Go to your place. Go to your place. No stunts. Is the
no, it's not stunts.
Does the Madhya Pradesh farm
fire? Tell your viewers correct facts.
Does the Madhya Pradesh farm fire come to Delhi? Is Madhya Pradesh downwind or upwind? Is Madhya Pradesh downwind or upwind from Delhi? Please tell me.
No, isn't it true that 85
farm fire smoke comes to Delhi?
Isn't it true?
From Madhya Pradesh?
Isn't it true what the environmentalist
does the farm fire smoke come from Madhya Pradesh to Delhi? Or does it come from Punjab to Delhi? Answer the question. People are aware of all these issues. See, Anmol, you can't bluff your way through this one. I won't bluff. I'm blaming both of you. I am blaming both of you. And both of your government's inaction. Both Aam Aadmi Party and BJP are responsible for the mess in the national capital. Bhavri, what is this talk, this entire talk, because this tutu memo is something that citizens are sick of.
You as well as every other anchor in the media, because you are the voices what's reaching. This debate is very poor. Even we tell the citizens in the groups, etc. ये कम है, वो ज़्यादा है, ये ज़्यादा है. हर source of emission जो आ रही है, everything is poison. Toxicity, every source of emission has to be worked on. Whether this is less or that is more and this belongs to that government, it's not acceptable to the citizens. We are, ask a parent whose child is going to live 10 years or 11 years, shorter. It's all of us. We're losing those lives for children. Why doesn't this bother everyone? This debate has to change. It has to be absolutely no question of every source of emission is important. Parali se bhi aa raha hai, wo theek hai, wo chahe 2% aa raha hai, aapka wo 22 hai vehicular ya construction 18 hai, agle saal aap usko kisi ne 26 कर दिया. It's irrelevant. आपने every source, you have to actually go on a war footing to act on the sources of emissions. And unfortunately, every government, whether the previous or even the present, they're all working on pollution करिए और फिर उसको साफ करेंगे.
Anmol Pawar, this is the data of September 15th. I'm just giving you the data. September 15th to November 3rd, and this is out there in the public domain. 2,518 fires in Punjab. Haryana saw a drop from to 857 to 145. What do you have to say about it? We all know which side the breeze blows. It blows from Pakistan, it blows from Punjab and from Haryana to Delhi. What do you have to say about this data?
What I have to say is that BJP cannot evade the responsibility. Children are suffering, elderlies are facing difficulty in breathing, and hospitals are overflowing with patients who are facing respiratory ailments. Secondly,
can AAP run away from responsibility?
No, we are not running away. In last 3 years, we reduced stubble burning incidents by 85%. Are you saying that Are you saying that only stubble burning leads to pollution in Delhi?
One of the major causes.
Only 4%.
Of course,
what about 96%?
As well.
What about fudging the data?
96%.
What about manipulating the data by BJP?
96% is vehicular pollution.
No,
that's what he's saying.
I'm not saying vehicular pollution.
Farm fire is only 4%.
Yes, farm fire is only 4%.
Only 4%. Is that
That is correct, and farm fires are only a 3 to 4 week problem.
Very small percentage.
It's a
3 to 4 week problem. 3 to 4 week problem of pollution. Please go back to this. No stunts, please. No stunts. You can stand there and speak. We can hear you. You have a good you have a fairly loud voice. Go there. No stunts. No one will be allowed to speak outside of the turn. Jay, I want Jay to respond. Please go back to enough.
Give me a moment. Okay. I want to be very clear. I voted for BJP because, air pollution requires a regional airshed approach. Okay. You guys are in UP, you guys are in Uttarakhand, you guys are in Delhi, you guys are in Madhya Pradesh. Whichever way the wind blows, it comes to Delhi. Okay. Delhi's got a topographical problem.
As a whole.
Everything rests here. We're on the banks of the Yamuna, so it's obviously a low-lying area, right? We've got a problem here. The reason we elected you in power in Delhi is we wanted change, and we didn't want a party like AAP who would keep telling us that, hey, we're not allowed to work by the central government, right? And now you are the central government in power in Delhi.
And the MCD and the state government also.
We don't want to be misled. We don't want to be misled. We don't want you to tell us on a day where the air is hazardous, we've improved the air from last year and the previous year and the previous year. I don't care that you've improved the air by 1%. Yeah. I'm still breathing poison.
Well, there's a Swiss company. Let me ask this question. One second. You've spoken. Shashank, question to you is very simple. There is a Swiss company that's called IQ. They have recorded Delhi's AQI at a staggering 1,121. CPCB says it's only 351. What explains this huge difference? It's not 100% difference, it's not 200% difference, it's about 4 or 5 times we're talking about.
Madhavji, I agree with you and the fellow panelists here, including Jayji, that no amount of pollution should be invoked in Delhi's territory. Completely no. The problem is that Delhi has this air pollution for 4 weeks due to stubble burning, and that is caused because of Punjab. That is the point. Yeah. And now because
not only
and there is one more thing. There is one
incorrect statement.
Mr. Jay, let me just finish. Mr. Jay, let me just finish. There is one more aspect.
Don't mislead.
There is one more aspect.
Listen to what the environmentalists are saying. Listen to what the experts are saying.
Sir, there is one more aspect. What did BJP do? BJP actually reduced stubble burning in Haryana. BJP actually reduced stubble burning in Uttar Pradesh.
But that's what they are
now
also
Punjab
saying.
is 1/5 of Uttar Pradesh doing 5x of Uttar Pradesh.
I have the data.
The data what he is quoting is of throughout country. That is
government data.
That is throughout year.
All right.
Not every 4 weeks.
All right. That's
for 2 years. Not
exactly.
A single good day.
Exactly. And that's the tragedy. This is the tragedy of Delhi. Netas will bicker. Activists will come onto the streets. They'll in fact come out and protest. Perhaps there's something that citizens can also do. Perhaps it's high time that citizens also get involved, ensure that we are not polluting, not burning trash. Perhaps it's time for many of us to switch to electric vehicles. But the point is this. The point is Netas will only talk about their vote banks because Netas don't think that this is a serious enough issue for them to talk about or do something concrete because they are upset that this will upset their real vote banks, which are perhaps, whether it's farmers or any other category. The point is this, that it's a public health emergency that affects people across age groups, particularly the young, particularly the elderly, and cutting across party lines. That's the bottom line that all need to really look at when it comes to a serious issue and a public health emergency like the Delhi air pollution. Thanks so much for joining us this evening.